What up, people?
Man, you better wake your ass up. You ain't been choked out.
Sorry, Draymond was just here. What's going on, everybody? How we doing today?
So with it.
Ooh, child. Oh,
Shout out to everybody in the chat, but shout out to Jordan for being here today, considering everything and all that. But hey, salute to you, boss.
Thank you. Truly does mean a lot. Again, if anyone in the chat, if you know what's been going on in my family, like truly, that means a lot. So thank you.
Absolutely.
But man, no, I know I've been away for a little bit. How's everyone doing?
Absolutely.
Man, just breathing like some people. Trying to not choke.
Living by living by a chokehold.
Dang, boy, it's been tough out here.
All I know is, hey, is Pajemski? Is he the truth?
Who?
He
that must be somebody for.
Wow.
Is that somebody for is that somebody for the Warriors?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, but
somebody who
I mean,
scored more than 20 points, and apparently.
I was just gonna say, like, we're making and cracking jokes about the Warriors. Jada's just put it in there. Yeah, Draymond's the only one I think, in terms of suspensions, that got actual game amounts. I think everyone else got money. But yeah, Draymond suspended for 5 games for what went down in that game and what went down yesterday.
Hey man, shout out to Draymond, man.
Yep,
Draymond, he making his yearly appearances. You know what I'm saying? Last year was punches. This year is choking motherfuckers out. Hey man, shout out to Draymond, man. Draymond is a true G for his. But I'm gonna keep it a buck though. If y'all think for 1 second that Draymond didn't do the right thing for a teammate, congratulations, you played yourself, because it ain't no way in hell you gonna run up on one of my teammates and try and restrain them and not your own actual teammate. Nah.
I know.
Now I will say the choke was a little excessive for how long he choked my man out. But
and dragged him.
The drag was the
the drag was 5 games.
To your point, Rod.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Who's this way. Hey, what's up, Jadis? Rod is a Lakers fan. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
But see, I was hoping Dan was going to be in here because I know the Hawks and the Warriors are playing today. So you see what I'm repping. But anyway, the thing for me is, like, to your point, Rod, I had a D-line coach, and he told me, if anything happens or if there's a situation, fight, whatever, he's always going to look towards the other team, right? He's going to put his arms out, but he's always going to look the other team's way. Why? It's because he knows and trusts that us on this team, that we're not going to hit him, right? Like, you trust and believe that, right? So the thing is, for me, when I looked at it, when I looked at the situation and everything that happened yesterday, it was, well, there's 2 ways. I think there's 2 schools of thoughts with it. One is, as soon as you saw Gobert grab around Clay's neck, which did happen. So, oh yeah, like, you don't know what's going to happen. You know what his intentions are. Boom, you go in. The other part is, again, there is history with Draymond and Rudy Gobert. Hey, let's keep a buck. There is history there, and so maybe you could say that Draymond was just looking for that right moment in time to strike and go at him, which maybe that was the case. But it was one of those things where I don't think that what happened yesterday is the true, like, you can't put that on Draymond's character. I am very nice, Danielle. You're right.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Danielle, man. This man over here covering, he puts the dirt on you very nicely after he kills you, man.
Right.
I want dangerous Jordan tonight, man. All this niceness right there, man. Keep it a buck. If it was one of your teammates getting choked out,
yeah, let's have it.
But that's why I said it. That's why I said, like, when you saw Rudy Gobert, like his hand was around here on Clay's neck. That's why he ran in. I get that. That's what I'm saying.
Were
Like,
you
I get
there?
it from that standpoint.
Were you working last night?
Yeah, I was working.
Because they showed, I don't know if it was your work area, but they were showing the replay booth.
No, I think that's in the headquarters in New York.
Okay.
So that wasn't us. But
okay.
I'm saying that in terms of, so I saw all the angles, and there were moments where like, Draymond, what are you doing? And there were other moments where I was like, okay, I saw you
Marcus
again. Gobert had his arms and around Draymond. Around Clay's neck. So I got it. But let's be real about this.
What am I?
Draymond did not get suspended 5 games because of that situation. He got suspended because of his reputation.
Yeah. Well, that was part of it.
No, no, it's not part of it. Like, that is the thing. That is what it is.
Of course.
Yeah.
That comes with the territory. You should have known that was going to happen.
Sure.
Yeah. He's the new Dennis Rodman for this era, for this generation. Not in the craziest of ways, but you know what I mean? Like the suspensions, the technicals. I'll say Rasheed then. Rasheed Wallace more than Dennis Rodman. That's not actually fair.
Yeah. Rasheed.
But because Rodman didn't fight anybody for real. But Draymond?
Wait, Ben Wallace?
Let me say this.
Or Rasheed Wallace?
Rasheed.
Yeah, Rasheed.
Whack.
But I'll say it this way. And Wise, shout out to Wise, because I see he in here too. I'm gonna go back and retract something because I thought about something since Wise is in here right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat, but let me say it this way. Okay, Draymond did the right thing. I agree. I definitely agree. Yes. But I will say this. No, Marcus. I did say it last and the chat, my folks know, and I even tweeted it last night and I said it, but I had to think about it. I said it last night that Anthony Towns or whatever, I called him a hoe. But then I thought about everything. The reason why I had to stop and think about it was because Rudy Gobert has a reputation with his teammates. Think about what he did to Donovan Mitchell. Then we got the whole situation with him getting in a fight on the bench with one of his teammates. Shout out to Mrs.
Mom.
Watkins. She was in here on Monday. Shout out to her. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Me.
At least she showed in.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. But I'll say it this way. Rudy Gobert, he fought one of his teammates on the bench. Remember, he kind of nudged dude, and then they kind of got like a little disagreement or whatever the case may be. So my thing is this. I don't really think that Rudy Gobert is one of those guys that I think he is tolerated. You know how you have them people that you've worked with that are tolerable? Ooh, man, I only deal with you a check. You know what I'm saying? I think that Rudy Gobert is one of them types, but ain't nobody fucking with Rudy Gobert for real. Think about it. You getting choked out. You had Karl Anthony Towns behind you and Edwards. Edwards was right there too. Edwards had words with Draymond. So my thing of it is just the night before or 2 nights ago, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, after I think about it, don't nobody really fuck with Rudy Gobert like that, even his teammates. So at the end of the day,
years ago.
Right.
Hey man, it kind of is what it is. But you know that thing about like when you know teammates know how you really are. Granted, for the masses, we're not gonna say nothing, but behind closed doors, we know when you a bitch or not. And I think they know that Rudy Gobert is technically, he's that French bitch. He's that light-skinned French bitch. And I just feel like that was his moment. And
this is how I look at it, and again, this is like a lot of this has to deal with just the NBA in general. There's certain, and I've told people this before, there are certain people that I come across, you don't intimidate me. Right. And I'm not saying that in terms of, I'm bigger than everyone else, pause. But like, That's not what that's not what I'm saying. Is
Mrs. Watkins.
Like, obviously, I know there are certain situations. Hi, Mom. And certain things that go on where it's like, there's some people they bout that business, right? It's like if you get an argument, get in a certain thing with them, they'll pull out that gun, be ready to go, right? They bout that action. I feel like to an extent, again, Rudy Gobert is not one of those dudes where it's, you saw his post game comments, right? It's like, oh yeah, I noticed when Steph doesn't play, Draymond finds all these things to not play to. It's like Rudy
and Jordan.
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to interrupt real quick. We do have Patreon member questions that relate to some of these things that you are bringing up. So yeah,
sure.
And just to also interrupt, thank you to everyone in the chat. We do have a Patreon membership available. There are 2 tiers. One is $5 a month, and the other one is $10 a month. Super cheap, right? $5 a month says, hey, y'all killing it, man. And gives you a shout out at the end of our live and put your name in the video. And $10 a month lets you ask personalized questions, plus gives you access to behind the scenes stuff where we tell you what the show's about before it airs. And also who's coming on next, like future shows and all that stuff, and just all kinds of good stuff. So consider becoming a Patreon member. But Jordan, if you want to say more before I throw out the questions, go for it.
Oh no, I mean, I didn't want to, jump into it right away. So no, if there's a question about it, I'd rather you put the question up and then we can talk about it.
Okay. Cool. And shout out to Fernando. I missed you in the chat. And hey, what's up to everybody? And thank you, Jace, for joining in. I think you were in the other the previous show I was on with Willie. So cool.
Hey, Miss Danielle, love you. Thank you.
Yeah. What's up? And what's up, Wise? So Rudy, okay, so there are 3 questions. I just want to point them out because they, kind of like all coincide with each other. So let's see. These are all from Danielle.
Hold on real quick. Jadis Young, I will answer that question about AD. Go on. Don't let me forget that. Answer that. Trust me, that question about AD, I have no problem answering that question. Okay, going back to
that will definitely come up. That will definitely come up. And make sure you guys hit that like button. Just step out of the comments real quick, hit that like, and come right back in. All right. So the 3 questions are, and you almost were getting to this. Why was Rudy deemed the peacemaker? Why was Clay ejected? And Rudy made that comment about every time Steph is injured, Draymond is always getting ejected. So was he talking, or is there some truth to that? So which one do you guys want to talk about first? Because these are all excellent questions.
Great questions.
And yeah, I actually want to talk about all 3 of these. And I did want to talk about AD tonight as well, Rod, because there was some interaction last night between AD and Desmond Bane, which I didn't get to watch because there was all that commotion with the Timberwolves and Warriors. So we're going to get to all that, you guys.
I was watching a team that's on a winning streak last night. No teams. No teams.
No. Well played, but for sure, definitely wanted.
Were you talking about the Hawks?
Hey, good. Just saying. Hello.
But for real though, why wasn't Rudy ejected? That motherfucker was okay. Like I get it. He was being choked out. Pause. But peacemaker, give me a fucking break.
Well, no, I think you hit the nail on the head in terms of, this is all about optics. Like, we know the NBA, they've been doing what they can to eliminate or minimize the thug look and behavior, right, for years,
Yeah.
and so obviously, like, it's not even the fact that this happened during a game. What kind of game did it happen in season tournament? This is the first game, the first in-season tournament game that happened at Chase Center. This is still the first first week, I guess, of the in-season tournament. They want it to look a certain way, right? So it's
like make an example out of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And of course, like, I really do believe, and again, I'm not saying that Draymond's right or wrong in this. I'm just saying in terms of like the optics
The
side of it,
B-dubs. Yeah.
it's
B-Dub, I ain't forgot about you, bro.
what's up, B-Dub?
Just a little
So
busy, bro.
the thing for me is the fact that Draymond was also involved. It was okay. The initial situation that led to the instigation was Clay and Jaden McDaniel. So that's why they got ejected. Now, my question, though, on top of it, like the question that I have more than anything, that I get why Clay got ejected, because again, just the optics thing, and this is a whole new program they're doing, whole new situation. I get that. My question more so is, why wasn't Rudy Gobert ejected? Because look, we can say all we want, right? We can say and we can talk about, oh, Draymond's got this reputation and history, and oh, he's got beef with Rudy Gobert. As we all know, if Rudy Gobert doesn't go to Klay Thompson, he doesn't put Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. That's the case. Like, one situation led to another. So that's
Grab
the
your
biggest
own
question.
teammate.
Well, but again, that's why I said, like, with the coach, that's why I brought up the whole situation in terms of, again, it was, my coach said, like, hey, if a fight happens, situations happen, I'm looking at the other team. I'm not looking at you. Like, I'm gonna put my arms out, like, hey, be careful, be ready, like all these things. But I'm going to look at them. Why? Because I trust that you're not going to hit me. Right. And that's Rod, to a certain standpoint. I think that's what you're saying about grab your teammates, because guess what? Your teammate ain't gonna hit you. Your teammate knows, like, you're with them. You're with the stuff. And so that's the thing for
stuff.
me.
Christian.
Yeah, I said, my mom's watching.
I'll be George. Excuse me, Mrs. Watkins. I know my mama probably watching, but he with the shit.
And Rudy,
Yeah,
Rudy
exactly.
didn't get fined.
So,
right, Jadis.
So that's the thing for me. So it's just like, again, had he not grabbed Clay, let's just say let's say Rudy Gobert grabbed was it Jaden McDaniel? Draymond will never put him in a chokehold.
Never.
Exactly.
So that's the main question that I have is, if you're going to suspend Draymond for that, and I get it, I'm not saying that he didn't deserve to be suspended. He should have. Why did you?
He would have gotten suspended regardless for being there.
Which, again, I get it. But I'm saying, why do you not suspend Rudy Gobert either? Like that, I think that's the only way. Where if I would have seen Rudy Gobert suspended, that's when I would have been okay. That's fair.
One more thing. That's okay. One more thing. Shout out to Steve in here right now. It's Steve's birthday.
Steve.
Happy born day to you,
boss.
Salute to you. And then
what's up,
some.
Fam?
That's the good morning G right there. Shout out to Christian in here also. I think I said what up to B-Dub and everything. But let's talk about it, man.
Yep.
Look, you got the French bitch in here that, bottom line, anytime first of all, a lot of light-skinned people have this reputation of being soft. But you do have exceptions to the rule, Danielle. Let me make that very clear. I get it. There are some of y'all that, actually like to be the exceptions to the rule. Very few of y'all, but there are some of y'all. I mean, I kind of know a couple of them that really be down and they about that life. But when you got people like Rudy Gobert in there, the French bitch, at the end of the day, with your reputation and everything that you do, it's going to come down that way. You need to grab your teammate. I don't care what you got going on. That could have, for his team, I'm not saying it would have changed his outlook for his teammates and everything like that, but they would have been like, okay, it would have been squashed. Soon as you grabbed Clay, all I'm going to say is, I can guarantee you, because I've been in locker rooms, I can guarantee you the next time the French bitch gets out of hand or gets out of pocket with one of his teammates, they're going to be like, hey, man, don't let me call Draymond on you. I'll choke your ass out.
I'll put it this way.
Don't get it twisted.
You're both of you are parents.
It was Kyle Anderson,
right? Like
that's who he had beef with that one night, the game. I was trying to think who the teammate was. It was Kyle Anderson. That's right.
But I'll put it this way:
ahead.
you both are parents, right? And here's the thing:
Yeah,
you can be in a situation and you can understand where like your child is in the wrong, and you understand that, right? Like you're going to a situation, right? You're going to a situation. You know your child was wrong. But even if you know your child is wrong, if somebody put hands on your kid, guess what you're going to do? And that's what I'm saying with Draymond in the situation where it's like, again, I'm not saying that Clay is his child. I'm saying in the general standpoint of like, okay, cool. Right. Even Clay was wrong, but guess what? Somebody put hands on his teammate. So, yeah, after that, all odds are off.
What you do, Jordan, what you do, like you said, to your point, let somebody be wrong, like one of your best friends or something like that. You always gonna stick up, good or bad, unless it's just outrageous. But good or bad, you supposed to be there, let them do whatever it is, and then we go in and handle that situation. But behind closed doors, hey man, don't put me in that situation again, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that, man. Don't do that. Because now you causing a situation that happened that ain't supposed to. What up? Shout out to Terradome. You gonna get in a situation that ain't supposed to happen, and then you gonna get a situation like what happened with French bitch. Like at the end of the day, granted, another light skinned cat, Clay, he didn't do anything. Really, realistically, not to get kicked out. He didn't do nothing. You feel me?
Remember, right. You remember in Drumline?
That's why he put on another jersey.
Do you remember what happened in Drumline or like the last fight that they had, right? You know, and Nick Cannon, Devin Miles walked to say, "Hey,
I was raised by
you're right there." Like,
I was raised by one.
You know, he was saying, he's like, "Hey, thanks for having my back," and he said, "I wasn't throwing hands for you. I was throwing for A&T." Like that was the thing. So it's like, in the moment, I'm gonna act like I have your back, but once we're behind closed doors or whatever, that's when I'm gonna tell you, you wrong.
Don't put me in that position, bro. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Yeah, that's real. That's wild, man. That's wild. If anything, I feel like Clay, I don't know. It was just funny to see that Clay had a V-neck on when it was all said and done at the end of it. Like, my man's jersey was through. I was just golly. You got your joint ripped to a V-neck and got kicked out the game. Boy, light skins, boy, y'all took an L tragically yesterday. 2 L's. I'm just saying that, man. My bad, y'all. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
You see what us darkies did last night, man. Draymond, shout out to Draymond, man.
Chill out.
Draymond that like button, y'all. In any way y'all want to, choke it or punch it. It don't matter. Just do something with that like button. I need y'all to do that.
You so wrong, man. You so wrong.
I swear. I mean, Clay was literally shocked. I mean, he was shocked, And I mean, they were like, "Oh, just grab him in a jersey, blah blah blah." And Steve Kerr, I mean, was shocked even more so, I think, because he was just like, "Wait a second, then how come he's they're equally ripping each other's jerseys, but you're gonna Clay wasn't the one." I guess he felt like he wasn't the one that instigated it, even though he thought it was like a box out. He was hanging on to him. And then Jaden just ripped it off. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a basketball player. I can't make those kind of, insinuations or whatever, but yeah.
It looked like they was on, you remember that, that ride at, what is it, Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm or whatever, when you swinging each other around, what is it, the cup? Whatever it's called, and you know how y'all be turning each other? The teacup ride. Yeah, that's what they was doing going down the court. And I was like, why they keep swinging back and forth like that? I thought they was dancing at first. I'm like, what is this going on? And all of a sudden I seen it, I was like, whoa, okay. And then all of a sudden I just see Draymond come running in there like it was WWE, and he just from the top ropes. I mean,
he came in with
I think we're laughing at the same thing.
Seriously, he came in with
Oh my mom is the greatest. My mom is
What?
truly the greatest. No, this is.
Hey, I'm with her.
Oh
She
my
knows.
god, that's
No,
funny.
Mom knows because
but
do something to
again,
somebody's kid in here.
JT and Duck.
but I'm saying that's
Do
the
something
whole
to somebody's
point.
kid.
That's the whole point of what I'm saying. It's like you can even say your kid is wrong, but as soon as it doesn't matter how right they are or how wrong they are, somebody puts hands on them, that goes out the
Right.
window. And that's what I'm saying with Rudy. This is why I'm saying I'm disappointed, and Rod's saying the same thing. Like, this is why we're disappointed with the NBA and how they handled this. Is again, yeah, Draymond was wrong. We can all agree with that, but it would have never happened had Rudy Gobert put his hands on Klay Thompson.
Grab your
Right.
teammate.
Exactly.
Remember that, people. There's a rule. There's an
Right.
unwritten rule in basketball, mainly. I'll just say it that way. Sports, life, hopefully. Some of y'all, I don't know where you come from. I don't know your demographic or anything like that. You just got to know that anytime you go somewhere, you with your peoples, hopefully you got their back. You got to know, good or bad, we'll handle the situation, but behind closed doors, bro, don't you ever put me in that position. It's just that simple. Grab your own teammate, lead a thing alone, and we can keep on moving. But we not about to sit up here and be on some, I was trying to be the peacemaker.
Right.
Peacemaker got your ass choked out.
Or if you're the peacemaker, you talk to your own folks. Like that's
my point.
Yeah.
The only reason why you go at Klay is as if, and I'm just being hypothetical, if y'all was to jump him. But don't be no fake peacemaker to try and grab somebody. Don't grab me. Do not grab me. You can put your arm, you could push me away, because my thing is, say if you my teammate and you somebody grab me, know this. After I get done whooping them, I'm coming after you. Cause you ain't no way in hell you supposed to be grabbing me. And you my team? Boy, don't grab me.
As soon as it gets to a point where you put as soon as you put hands on me or mines, it's this.
What's up, Wise?
Like that's that.
Yeah.
What up, Wise?
What up, Wise?
Yo, what up, y'all?
Wise.
So what?
Good to see you. Thought you were chilling in the chat.
Hey. No, I was in the car. I was trying to hurry up and get home, so I made it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested. What do you think about all this?
Pterodome, wow. Shout out to the OG Pterodome.
Hey, Pterodome. Yeah, he's like, I know all his parts. Choir boy. 5 heartbeats. I know all his parts. I could sing lead. I know all his parts.
Yeah, Pterodome, you heard it. I almost stood up. Like, I had to play the song real quick. I almost stood up and put my hand over my chest because I played that song. That's my national anthem growing up from Atlanta. Ain't no say, can you see?
And he got the ATL.
I'm a gat tote pistol holding. No, that's my national anthem.
Interesting. All right.
So he wants to talk about pistols on here, but he doesn't want to curse. All right. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, my mom's watching. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's fair.
He knucking if you bucking, but he ain't gonna curse. That sounds right. That sounds about right.
Exactly.
Sports life and chill. We're gonna chill.
Hey,
what's your feelings on it, Jordan? I mean, Wise.
Jordan 2.0. I mean, that's we going there again. That's what we doing. But nah, man. I mean,
apologize.
No. Y'all talking about the Draymond thing still, right? Nah, look. Let's just be real. Draymond for the Warriors is the big homie. That's what he's always been. He's the big homie. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Think about the last couple games. Low key, people been testing Draymond. Like, we had the Donovan Mitchell incident last week. Anthony Edwards was barking at him on Sunday. I think he felt a reason. This was the reason to go ahead and be like, yo, let me show y'all. I'm still the big homie. Because Draymond is always about it. So, am I mad that he did it? Hell no. Because Rudy Gobert deserved it. I ain't forgot. He sent us all home. Like, he played with the microphones. I never forgave him for that. Like, he played with the microphones, thought it was a joke.
I'm laughing at Christian.
Yeah. Christian, he's definitely at the barbecues, man. Christian probably
shout out
right now.
And shout out
and Jadis, real quick before you say what you got to say, Rod. I'm gonna keep this jersey on because I always rep Atlanta no matter what. I will only take the jersey off if you can guess what jersey this is.
Joe Johnson.
I didn't say
Kyle
you.
Korver.
I said Jadis has to guess it.
Oh.
But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was about to say because that was just funny right there. Because how he just did that. I'm in Atlanta right now, so
Knicks
shout out.
won.
I remember when Nuck If You
The
Buck.
Knicks won.
Yeah, when Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah, the next one.
Gina, you got one of the most serious lags I ever heard in my life. I swear. Watch her come up 3 minutes later. Pause.
I have
Here it goes.
what?
3, 2. Told you.
I have what?
Lag. Your Wi-Fi is lagging. That's all. Might be mine then. I don't know.
Oh man, no, Christian, it's
Anyway,
not Kyle Korver, but I do
I'll
have
be
a Kyle
back.
Korver
No.
jersey. I do have.
It's
Kyle
probably
Korver
mine.
jersey,
I'll be
actually.
back. Okay. I'm gonna go eat real quick and I'll be back. Okay. I'll be back. Don't hit end stream,
So-
Gina.
Oh, Father. Nuck If You Buck is a classic. I remember being in the clubs here in Atlanta when Nuck If You Buck came out. Everybody in the club was like this. For real.
It's still,
And they was looking for
still
fights
is.
everywhere. Just know that.
Still is. Like, honestly, whenever I go out in certain places, if I hear that song go on, like first the Atlanta music, like, oh, hey, no. But at the same time, I go, uh-oh. Have my head on a swivel. What's going on? Who's doing what?
She ain't coming back.
Hey, man. Fuck, right. Hey, Christian, hey, man. Yeah, you're right. Christian might be invited to the barbecue and then some. Because my man be putting, if y'all don't pay attention to Christian, man, Christian be putting y'all up on game. If y'all don't know what really be going on. If y'all don't know certain stuff, he is our reporter. He's behind the scenes on certain stuff for us, man. I promise y'all that.
But hey, no, like for real, this is a good question. With what I think Gina said it was Miss Danielle that asked it. What do you take in terms of this comment? You know, when Steph is injured, Draymond always finds a way to not play or get ejected. Like, what do y'all think about that?
No, that shit was
Yeah,
funny.
what do you
as
think,
fuck.
Wise?
Like,
What do you think,
Hey,
Wise?
because low key he was right. I mean, every time Steph is out, Draymond find a reason to not play. He don't play the whole game, or he'll get kicked out, or he'll magically come up hurt. He's done that a few times. So I low key laughed at it. You know, I find it kind of funny, but honestly, you probably shouldn't be talking at all after you're getting choked out. Like, you just gotta take the L and shut up. Like,
Oh, I can guarantee you that the French bitch will never talk noise to anybody because he knows. I promise you, there is not a person on his team that takes that man serious. I promise y'all that. You can book that. I promise y'all that. There's nobody that takes him serious. So you had Anthony Edwards and you had Cat. Remember what I said was, you might have been driving. I don't know if you heard what I said at the beginning. But now that I thought about it, I've calmed down. Cat, I did call him a hoe at first. But then I had to think about all the stuff from, back in the day or whatever. Cat was kind of like, hey, man, you a hoe. You been a hoe. I don't really fuck with you, but I got to act like I'm, hey, break it up. He's probably like, damn, this man getting choked out right in front of me like this. Like, and you can see even in Anthony Edwards, he kind of had a smirk. If y'all pay attention to him, he kind of had a smirk. Like, he's that dude in the background where they just like, oh.
And where's Anthony Edwards from again?
GA, baby.
From Atlanta? Okay, I just want to make sure.
I heard you, Rod. I agree with you for the most part. However, Cat is still a hoe ass. Like Cat is still a hoe. Let's not give him a pass for this. He does a lot of hoe ass shit, and that's why honestly they need to pack Cat up. Like they need to pack Cat up and get him out of Minnesota. One, just for Ant alone. Just for Ant alone. Because once they get the spacing out in Minnesota, it's over.
But I've said this the whole time. Anthony, like, especially since Pat Bev is not there anymore. There's only one person on that team that really had, at least in terms of the big personas. There's only one person on that team that's actually like got a dog in them. You know, I know that's like kind of the phrase everyone likes to say now that you got that dog in them. But it's Anthony Edwards. You know, Rudy Gobert doesn't have it. Karl Anthony Towns doesn't have it.
Two light-skinned motherfuckers.
I mean, I could go on and on. Like Mike Conley. Mike Conley's a good player. He ain't like that, right?
Never
Like it's he's a little darker than that. But again, the thing for me is just I have this feeling for Minnesota in terms of what they think they can actually get to. Because talent wise, I honestly do think, call me crazy, I do think they have enough talent to actually mess with and give Denver problems. I do. But the where it comes down to it is what will be the difference? The mentality of a lot of dudes on the team. And they just don't have that mentality to make it happen. And so that's always what I've thought about Minnesota. And that's why I've always like, oh, hey, Anthony Edwards, you know, come on home. Come back to Atlanta. You know, like come on.
I see what we're doing here.
But for in all seriousness, it's, you know, once they made that,
come on home.
once they made that trade for Rudy Gobert, I was like, really? Are you sure about this? You sure that's what you need to do?
What was the point?
Exactly.
Well, they had to get rid of him, or I mean, which it ended up happening anyway. But at the time, it was you get rid of him or Donovan Mitchell. I know behind closed doors, Donovan Mitchell was probably like, hey, man, look, yo, you either get rid of him or I'm out.
And now you got rid of both.
And he still left. Right.
So you got rid of both.
So it didn't really matter. Plus, it's Utah. Like motherfucker, you play in Utah, like Utah Jazz. Like that is the dumbest name in NBA sports for an organization to be in. What does Jazz have to do with Utah? What does Jazz have to do with Utah?
It's not that bad because of where they started.
Yeah.
They started in New Orleans
with them. Yeah.
Yeah, they just brought the name with them. So,
because you start there, you needed to change your name. You should have been the Utah Mountains or something. Utah,
hey, that's what I'm thinking in my head.
Some shits. Yeah, like
I get it.
Jazz?
But like, I mean, I'll put it even this way. In hockey terms, and I know everyone's like, oh wait, Jordan, what do you know about hockey? I'll show you. There's a franchise, the Calgary Flames. I was like, well, what do Flames have to do with Calgary? They didn't start in Calgary, started in Atlanta. And if you know the history of Atlanta and Flames and, you know, General Sherman burning the city up, it's like, oh, that makes sense. They were the Atlanta Flames. Okay, I get that. But they just kept the name with them when they went to Calgary. So that's what I'm saying of like, no, you know, it is what it is. I get it. Like to your point, if they started in Utah and they was like, oh, Utah Jazz. It's like, yeah, no, that's not that. That ain't it. But they kept it with it.
Jordan, answer this question.
Uh-oh.
Say it. I love mom. Shout out to Mrs. Watkins. Hey, Mrs. Watkins is the mother of this show. Yes, Mrs. Watkins.
So what it is?
No. Jordan, read the question out loud and tell us what it is.
What is a dollar sign?
Oh man. Oh man. I need some water. Hold on, man. Like,
yeah, we need answers, Jordan. Only you can answer this one for us, Jordan, because you came from that womb, and we need you to understand. We know that you understand your mother's lingo, so we need you
The thing is,
and you know, because you know what your mom looks like and how she's probably saying this. So you need to answer this question, Jordan.
well, so
Carry
that's the
on.
thing. You like you just said, you're right. So you know what I know she's doing right now? She is laughing.
Why is she laughing?
Is
Why
oh
is this
like
on
no
me?
she I don't know who did
I don't
that.
know, Rod. What you
But
doing?
I'm trying
no,
to put it on him.
she did that on purpose. Like she's laughing. She knows
Oh.
what it means.
There you go.
So like I know she's like, and see now I got the ISO camera on me. Mom, see you got everybody. You can't fool me though. I know exactly what you were doing. I got you. It's not it's like the Shaq thing. It's like I ain't gonna apologize. I am familiar with your game. I know what you did.
So I take it that means we're not answering that question.
No,
Right, he real diplomatic
yeah,
about
like I
answering
said,
this.
he got
he
it, he
real
got it.
diplomatic.
I don't have to. I don't. She
Mrs.
knows.
Watkins?
She knows the answer.
Mrs. Watkins, you can tell that the reason for him being on that side of the coast is paying off because he knows how to be diplomatic and not answering questions. It's paying off.
Listen, I'll put it this way. She's lived in Atlanta for over 30 years. You don't think she knows what that means?
She knows, but we need you to answer it.
No, and that's why she asked the question. Because she knows. She just wanted to see who's going to say something about it. See, that's why she's laughing. That's why she's laughing. See that? See that? This is where that came from. She knows. Oh, man. Oh my goodness!
He ain't gonna answer it, Wise. You can tell, right?
No, I respect it. You know,
listen, I don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, a hoe ass is a person
I was ready to
go. Yeah. A hoe ass is like yeah. A hoe ass is like French bitch.
Oh my god!
You know, anybody who don't really respect you, basically anybody you just don't have no respect for. That's a hoe ass. She just didn't add some other letters behind it, but I understand where she was going with that. And he already put us on, Mrs. Watkins, what legal profession you're in. So I get why you didn't put them other words on there or letters on there. But let it be known, yeah, that's what a hoe ass is. Just know that.
How am I gonna get in trouble? How am I gonna get in trouble and get grounded? And I ain't even getting grounded by my own parent. Oh my goodness!
But I had your back, bro. Like I got you.
No, it's Wise's fault more than anything.
Why is it my fault?
Because you're like, oh, he ain't gonna answer the question. You know exactly why I wasn't gonna answer the question.
I completely get it. Trust me, I did. But I was waiting. I was like, is he gonna do it? Like, no, he ain't gonna.
You knew I wasn't going to. That's what I'm saying. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's you.
But he had your back. I'm like Cat, so he had your back.
Got your back like chiropractic. So no, everyone's.
She told you to man up.
She did. She did.
Man, wow, hilarious.
Wow.
Hey, what is hilarious about this right now is that I could see the impression because she's probably crying in real life right now while she typing.
I know she is. I
promise you. Did your mom play sports or?
Yeah.
And she plays spades.
Sure she did. Yes.
Every black family knows.
Everybody.
Every black person knows if you talk junk or you do anything like that and you play spades and you played sports. And there you have it.
Yes. Drop your channel in the chat.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Get it going. We need the mother and son pod. Do it, Jordan.
Ooh.
Make it happen.
You know what? Maybe we need to do that.
Make it happen.
We need to do that. Yeah.
Make it happen.
See, I did everything I could to be right, and I'm still getting in trouble with everybody.
Hilarious.
Okay, can we get the topic off of me? Someone wants
No. Mrs. Watkins, I think I answered it unless there was another question. Your son may not have answered the question. Just leave it at that.
Kick him out
of
the
house. If I
house.
answer the question, I'm gonna get a phone call here in about 5 seconds. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do
She
that.
told you to, man. She told you
She
to man
told me
up.
to man up. I
Man
know.
up.
She told you to man up.
It
Right
was like
there,
I was
clear as
in
day.
I was in an Icy Hot commercial with Shaq.
Yeah, she told you to
Man
man
up,
up.
son.
Man up, son. Say it with your chest.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Boy, this is hilarious. What's
This is hilarious.
Okay, now y'all want to answer Judas. Let me get to this Lakers stuff since you want to know my observation and feelings, because welcome to the show first and foremost, because you don't know how I feel about him. Anthony, whatever his name is, Davis out of Chicago, is a complimentary star. He's not a superstar. He is a complimentary star. Judas, the betrayal? Anyway, let me say it this way. At the end of the day, Anthony Davis has all the tools to be the best player in the league. He doesn't show it or produce every night because he's not consistent. Anthony Davis is extremely talented. There's nothing Anthony Davis can't do on the floor, on the court, outside of getting hurt. I mean, his hip hurt, his eyebrow hurt, any light skin shit that he can come up with is going to happen to him. I think it's just the consistency with Anthony Davis that really frustrates me, because I know that if Anthony Davis was to play like he has all the talent that he actually has, man, Anthony Davis is a generational talent, but he's a complimentary star. That's my reason behind it. Now, I will say this, though. The Afro AD, I like Afro AD. But braids AD, y'all know how I feel about y'all light-skinned folks, man. There you go.
Well, I'll put it this way, and you know what I think is really ironic about the Anthony Davis situation? It's what's going on with the team he left to go to LA. It's with the Pelicans, right? It's, there was that quote from Zion the other day where he was saying, like, I'm trying to buy in to the process and trying to buy in the situation. You've been gone for over 60% of the games. What do you mean you're trying to buy in? You ain't there. Like, you're going to be mad they're trying to focus things around Brandon Ingram or CJ McCollum? Well, they have to, because you're not there. So I just find it ironic that that's what the Pelicans are going through. And at the same time now, the Lakers are going through it too. Like, everyone, you can see it. LeBron has the quotes about it, all of it. They want to pass that franchise off to Anthony Davis. They want to. But guess what you can't do? You can't pass it off to him if he's not healthy and he's not playing. So, like I said, it's just, that's really wild and crazy to me. And again, like, the fact that I can draw the parallels between the two situations of, like, yeah, well, Zion not playing, hasn't been playing, and now he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm trying to buy into the process." Oh no, you can buy into the process by being healthy, being available, and same thing with AD. It's, well, AD, everyone's again trying to say, we want this to be your team. We're only going to go as far as you take us. Well, you can only go so far is if you're healthy, because if you're not, like again, as y'all know, I love LeBron. I'm a big LeBron fan. LeBron's 38, 39 years old. It can't be on LeBron to take the Lakers as far as they want to go. It just can't.
I mean, Bron's been trying to pass off a lot of shit for a few years. He tried to get
That's
Kyrie
what I'm
to
saying.
the Cavs. Yeah, he tried to get AD, the Lakers, and
AD ain't built for it.
I agree.
I don't know how many times I got to keep telling people that. Like,
you're right.
He ain't built for it. Anthony Davis is a complimentary star. I got more trust and faith in consistency out of now the new six man, Reeves, than I do Anthony Davis on a nightly basis. Sad, but it's the truth.
Wow.
You know why? And guess what? I'm not even watching the game. But can somebody in the chat tell me, Judas, tell me what Anthony Davis is doing right now?
Not Judas.
I'm almost positive. I don't even have to watch the game. What?
I
That's
think
what he
it's
said his name was?
I think it's Jadis.
It's Jadis.
Jadis, yeah. I think he said
Oh,
it's Jadis.
my bad. Jay, my bad.
Oh
my
my
bad.
god!
Shout out Jadis. Shout out to you, bro.
Jadis, I apologize. I apologize. I didn't do that on purpose. But on the serious, like, y'all got to look at Anthony Davis. He can have last night. What do you have? 6 blocks. He didn't have to play majority of the fourth quarter. I don't even think he played the fourth quarter, really. And then you'll have a game like now or something like that because it's a back-to-back night. We playing the Kings right now. And he'll probably go in there and walk in there. Sabonis is not guarding Anthony Davis. But Sabonis will look like a true all generational talent tonight, probably tonight, against him, because Anthony Davis on a nightly basis will not let it happen.
Can I give a thought about Sabonis real quick?
Go for it.
I don't think he's that good.
What do you mean by that?
I think
Like,
he's strong and physical,
Mm-hmm.
and I give him his credit in terms of being the playmaker, right? Like, obviously, bigs and post players in the league, for the most part, most of them are not that good as passers. He's a good passer, but as an overall player, I don't think Sabonis is that good. I really don't.
Wow, even
I
though
don't
the
watch their
league
games enough.
is without the bigs that's in the league right now, you don't think he's a top
Yes,
5 big?
Gina, we've always seen your comments. Love you. He said top 5.
Yeah. I mean, that's not saying much with the way the league is right now, but
I mean, I'll put it this way: what Embiid, Jokic, Anthony Davis. Honestly, I put Julius Randle over him.
what?
Yeah, I would. If you put
Julius Randle.
if you put Julius Randle in the Kings system, I think he can be that point forward that Sabonis is. I think he could be. I really do.
Julius Randle, huh?
But then you got to think about.
I wouldn't have never thought of Julius Randle myself.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
I
I
was
was like,
like,
wow,
yeah,
that's
that's
different.
right.
That's why.
You got
y'all
Giannis.
have me on-
You got
That's why
Giannis.
you have me on the show.
I know. He
Yep,
didn't go
Giannis.
Giannis. Yeah, I was like, Giannis?
Yeah,
I would
you got
even
Giannis?
say, well, that's the thing. I didn't even get to Giannis yet, right? Like, I would even say some
Yeah,
of
you
these
threw
young
us that
cats.
curveball.
I would
Oh.
even say some of these young cats, right? Like Victor Wembanyama.
Big
Oh
Vic.
yeah.
I put him over Sabonis.
Look at us. We getting dog walked now. Told y'all.
Yeah,
Hey man.
yeah.
Y'all,
Ooh, Kayvon 3-pointer. But no, that's the thing. I just there's just certain things for me, like when I watch, especially like the 7-game series against the Warriors is really what made me think this, and really what made me start thinking about it. Where it's just like,
Because
I
Looney
don't think
boxed him up.
Sabonis is that good. He's not that guy, pal. He's not that guy.
Hey, don't let him out. Don't tell them people out here this, because from everything I hear, he's the best thing since sliced bread. So, don't let them people out here hear that, because they fucking go
Well, I
crazy for
mean,
this dude.
their sliced bread is Vlade Divac and Chris
Exactly,
Webber, so I
exactly.
understand it.
Shout out to C-Web, by the way.
Well, C-Web's the truth. Like, I
Yeah,
ain't got nothing
C-Web's
against
the guy,
C-Web. Yeah. Also, C-Web, your school, tell them stop stealing signs and all that. But is what it
Stop
is.
stealing signs. Shout out to Coach Harbaugh. Be on a new sideline soon.
but let's keep it a buck on that though. Everybody still signs. Everybody got
Yes.
scouts in every game.
They
It's just a
should
mere
be able
fact
to.
of how you do it. Yeah, like
That's the thing
that's
for me.
that's trash,
Yes.
man. That's why I hate that. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to be real with it. Like, there's no guy, there's
Yes,
no
Christian, remember Biggie.
school or team. That's the whole reason why you got scouts. Like, these folks be killing me with that. Like, oh, they they paying other people to go to other schools and steal their signs and stuff like that of what they do. They're only just recording that. So stop it.
The thing for me with all of this, right, is like I always tell people. So when I played at Stanford, the first 2-ish possessions of a game, I wasn't even worried about making plays or doing my job. I was more so like, let me listen to what that O-line's saying. Let me listen to what their cadence is, right? So that way, when I go to the sideline, we're done. Say, hey, they say this. This is what happened. If they're saying this, this is the snap count. Yada, yada, yada. So, like, to your point, everybody steals signs and everyone steals certain talking points, whatever. That's not the thing. The thing for me with Michigan, and this is what I've been laughing about, is y'all were so arrogant about it that y'all were just like, oh, yeah, no, we're not going to, this coach, I think, was it Stallions, I think his name was. You're going to book the flights in your own name. You're going to be here on the, like, it was just the arrogance about it that they won about it, where I'm like, oh yeah, no, y'all deserve to be in trouble. That's the thing for me. Cause again, like, everybody tries to steal signs. Again, like the Astros, the reason why people don't like the Astros is because they stole signs. If you have a runner on second base, you're stealing signs. It's how they did it that made people not like them. So it's the same thing with Michigan right now. It's how you went about it that makes people not like you. And of course, like in Jim Harbaugh going, like, we're America's team. Are you sure you want that moniker? First off,
Wait, he said that?
I ain't see. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. First, I'm like, you do realize the other team that's known as America's team, they ain't won nothing since 1995.
But that's trolling.
You sure? I know it is, but it's just like in terms of not making the situation better.
Facts, Terradome.
Facts. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, if he's not making the situation any better. And exactly, no, Terradome, you're 100% right? Like, if you're committing a crime, you don't write a check.
No,
that's what it is. There is exactly, like, there's a paper trail though of all the things that have gone on with the situation with Michigan, and that's why we are where we are. You were arrogant, and it's not the fact that you cheated that people don't like you. It's the fact that you try to be so arrogant in how you went about cheating why people don't like you.
So is it true that it was somebody within Michigan that snitched? Like, this came out internally, or
that much I don't know, because I know there was a whole thing they were trying to find the correlation to like somebody that was in the investigation, right, with who had ties to Ohio State. Like they were doing all these different things. So I'm not going to say yes or no to that in terms of like, I know for sure I don't.
That would be funny though. Hey, the Big Ten, right? I guess it doesn't mean as much in the Big Ten. So
shout out the ACC.
Shout out the ACC. This guy here. Shout out the ACC. The Big Ten, they look like clowns right now because we out here. Michigan is their best national championship hope right now, and they're gonna trick it all off just to.
Well, not even that. It's their biggest market. Like, that's their biggest. Everyone knows about the Michigan alumni base, right? It's one of the biggest ones in the country, right? Like, everybody knows that in terms of Michigan and their alumni base and the support they have with that. You're going to mess with them, make them upset about this. Now, here's the thing. As we all know, we're in an environment, we're in a culture and time where schools, they jump conference to conference. Don't let one of your biggest money makers, don't give them a reason to now leave your conference when you made all of this hoopla and all these things to bring in USC, UCLA, Washington, Oregon, all these. Don't let all of a sudden you let something happen where now one of your biggest money makers, you make them want to leave.
Because the SEC will take them.
I mean, the SEC will take. I mean, anybody will. Also, again, that's a big enough fan base and culture where if they want to go independent, they could do that.
Yeah, they could. Or they can get with the Notre Dame plan, and
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And let's go partner up in the ACC, man. Let's go full time in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why you got kids now that get these NIL deals at Michigan, y'all gonna be ended up looking like Clemson in a minute. Don't nobody gonna go to your school, and y'all gonna be out there looking like straight trash, and Ohio State gonna be running up the score on y'all for years to come. Pause. When Harbaugh leaves after this year. So, hey, if that's what y'all want, by all means. I mean, and on top of that, Harbaugh was saying something like, or I think I heard this, he feels like he could have 20 people get drafted this year. And I'm like, yo, man, you got to relax.
They got dudes on that team.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent.
Yeah,
but 20? 20?
That's crazy.
I want,
all right, like 20?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I want to address this real quick, what Marcus said too, because he's saying that when they weren't beating Ohio State. So if we remember, just 2 years ago, Jim Harbaugh was about to get fired.
Yep.
From Michigan. That's where kind of this whole thing started. Was like, wait a minute, you were just about to get fired. Now this whole sign stealing thing is coming out, and it started the year after you were about to get fired. And now y'all this good?
My boy had to go pull out the, hey, he said, hey, man, I got to go for the gusto.
Yeah.
I got to go out here. Hey, let me holler at you. Come here,
hey,
son.
You know what it's like, right?
Take that flight. Here go a little money. Take that flight, go on, and I need you to go handle that.
And hey, Ryan, you remember Blue Chips?
Listen,
you already know I was on that. I was already on that note, boy. I already was on there. Yes, sir. Go get Butch McRae. Go get Butch McRae. Go put that. Oh yes, I know that movie.
And I'll tell y'all this much.
I know all about that.
I'll say I know this.
Shout out to a bunch of these colleges, boy, and the paper sacks that y'all leave.
Yes,
boy.
Listen, I'll put it this way too. I know Jim Harbaugh will do whatever it takes to win. Now, I wasn't recruited by him, so I can't say it for like for first person experience. But obviously, a lot of my teammates who were older than I was, now they had some stories about Harbaugh and recruiting. He will do whatever it takes to win. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Man,
He will do whatever it takes.
Ross like.
Man, I know some schools, boy.
I do too. Like honestly, like it's one of those things.
I know some schools.
If I wanted to, or anybody around my age, if I really wanted to get some schools in trouble for how they go around things, I could do that. But of course, I don't want to. That ain't who I am. I'm wired. None of that. Like, I ain't doing that. But
shout out to some schools that left me money.
Shout out to some high schools.
When I was 17.
I would say shout out to some high schools that were willing and able, saying that they would find my parents jobs in different areas so I could come play for them.
Hey, y'all remember that old big box TV? Okay, I'm gonna tell my age. If Terradome is still in here, y'all remember in Coming to America when they walked into Mr. McDowell's house and he had that big old projection type TV that used to open up from like this? We had one of those. I had one of those when we was younger. Shout out to one of y'all schools, man. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
Shout out to the school.
Oh man.
That's all I'm gonna say to that, man. Shout out to a bunch of these schools out here. Back in the day, boy, they used to leave things behind, and where did this come from? I didn't have this bag. And my mom said, I didn't have it either, but it's a blessing from somewhere.
It's here now. Oh man. Well, look, I know we've been at it now for over an hour. And I want to ask y'all this, and we can leave it here. What are you, and maybe y'all addressed it on Monday, but obviously I wasn't here. What are your thoughts about the Niners now?
Nothing's changed.
Cool. Right. Cool.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Yeah,
for me, it was cool. Like, rah, all this BS about somebody being on the sideline now to look guys in the eyes. You know, I want to feel your emotions as a player, instead of, all that. Guys just wanted to play. Guys actually saw that what they need to do. I feel like players. That's real.
Hey, that's
real.
One thing in my brown bag was some sandwiches, so I wasn't getting the love like y'all was getting it because I just get sandwiches. So
like I said, I ain't incriminating nobody.
Yeah.
Woo,
Man,
boy, I got some Jordans, boy. Anyway,
I'm not
hey, man,
incriminating nobody.
yeah, y'all. And no, it wasn't about Reggie Bush at all. OJ Mayo, you punk mother. Anyway,
Take care.
what was I saying? Oh, yeah, old boy being on the sideline, it was cool. It was great, for him to be on the sideline or whatever. I guess if that helped the guys feel like that was, I guess, what they needed, I guess, to make them feel good, I guess, or however you want to look at it. My thing is this generation needs to be coddled. And if you feel like, oh, you need to, be here and be on the sideline so we can feel your emotions and all that, have at it. Cool, whatever. Y'all want to use that as the excuse or whatever. But it's still on the players.
Yeah, I still think we're contenders. I never changed from us thinking we were contenders. I'm excited. Chase Young definitely is an impact player. This is what I kept saying about the whole, we got Randy Gregory. No, Randy Gregory, he was never a guy. He was
his rotational piece.
He was dude in the rotation. Chase Young, that's a guy. Like, man, same energy. I'm hyped. So we'll see what happens when we get to the playoffs. As long as we're healthy, we got a shot. I still ain't afraid of nobody. Rod and I talked about that on Monday. Nobody's pumping any fear. She's still waiting.
She ain't getting that answer from me. I know that much. I'm gonna just be honest. She ain't getting that answer from me.
That is hilarious right there.
Funny.
No, it is. It is very hilarious.
I like how she didn't make any comments for like a good 20 minutes.
No, like it took some time, and then it was like, I'm still waiting.
Still waiting.
Shout out to Mrs. Watkins. Hey, she sat in here like this, just like this. Oh, he don't want to answer, huh? Okay, watch this. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bump what y'all talking about.
Well,
what's a hoe ass?
Right.
Jordan.
Well, you see what it is I'm gonna defer to Rod on this answer, but no, let me. I'll put this about the Jaguars. That game, and I always thought this going into the game. I always thought that game was going to tell me more about Jacksonville than it was going to San Francisco.
Totally agree.
And the reason why I say that is like, oh no, like you're not going to give San Francisco the credit. No, it's not that. It's even when Jacksonville's look good, where have they looked good? They haven't been a good home team in terms of in Jacksonville. Their home wins have been overseas, right? Like that's where they've had their wins, right? They beat us there. They beat Buffalo there. I think
two bad teams.
Yeah. Don't get me started on the Falcons, but yes, you're right. Bad team. So, but the thing being is when they look the way they were, and when they're on this winning streak,
hold on, Jordan. My fault. Real quick. A whole ass is the Atlanta Falcons coach. Carry on, Jordan.
I'm about to go on my rant now. You did that on purpose.
Wow.
Listen,
ring the alarm.
Let it out. Let it out.
I'm so disappointed. Not in y'all. I'm so damn disappointed in them damn Falcons.
You don't like Arthur? You don't like Arthur?
No, I don't. I've told people for a while that I don't either. Like I was the one that got hate from a lot of people when I said earlier before the year started. I said, I need him to prove it to me that he can be the guy that makes it happen. It's like, oh, you see the team that he had last year and it was 7-10. It's like, yeah, I know. But guess what? I can also point to him. He's the reason why we only went 7-10. So you want to praise him. I'm looking at the other way. So now I'm looking at it this way in terms of, look, dog, all of this is on you. People ask, yeah, why don't you give the ball to Bijan more? No, Bijan. His mom said it's Bijan, so I want to say it right. To Bijan or Drake. Well, this is not fantasy football. Arthur, that's not the point. The point is you want to give the ball to your best players so you have a better chance to win. I get it. I'm isolated. I don't care. This team just makes me so frustrated. And, it's just like, I get it. We're in a situation. Arthur Smith's not going to get fired. We know that. He's not going anywhere. So I just got to deal with this. But how are you telling me in 3 straight weeks in a row? 3 straight weeks. 1 week we're going against Tennessee. They got doggone Will Levis. And I'm sorry. Will Levis sucks. All right? He's not good. You let that rookie in his first start get a win against you. And how did he do it? Well, remember, they actually tried to do the 2 quarterback thing. They had him. They also had what's his name? He went to Liberty, black quarterback.
Malik
Willis.
Malik Willis. So they put him in. He fumbles. We get the ball at 24-yard line. We get the ball going in. You try to run a tight end pass with Jonnu Smith. Like, let's not forget the fact you spent a first rounder on Kyle Pitts. You spent a first rounder on Drake London. You spent a first rounder on Bijan Ross. No, we're going to use Jonnu Smith to throw the ball for a touchdown. You got a field goal out of that. The next week, we're playing Minnesota. Josh Dobbs has been there for 5 days. Josh Dobbs is there for 5 days. He fumbles. We get the ball at the 1-yard line. What do? You try to run a jet sweep with Jonnu Smith. What you run a ball with your tight end too? You run a jet sweep? Like, what are we doing? I just, and of course we get a field goal out of that. So then coming into this week, we got a interception. I think it was Nate Lamb. He got an interception. We get the ball. I think it was at the 14. And again, you get a field goal. You're supposed to be an offensive genius. And when we get the ball in situations like that, and again, 14, 1, and 24-yard lines in 3 straight weeks, and all we can do is get field goals out of that. That's all we can get.
How you really feel.
That's all we can get.
Feel.
Just tell you what, listen. All I got to say is this. Arthur Smith, I get it. Your dad found a FedEx. Well, we need to ship your ass out of here. That's what I really think about all of this. I'm tired of it. I've had enough.
What, you want to repeat yourself, Jordan? Jordan, what did you say?
My mom heard that already. My mom heard it already. No, we good. But no, like I said, I'm tired of it.
Wow.
I think everyone would agree, right? Like the talent that this Falcons team has, and the schedule that they have that they've gone against. There's no reason we should be 4-6. There's no reason.
True.
Hey, but you still got a
Absolutely
chance at the
no
division,
reason.
guy. You still got a shot.
And see, and that's what's unfortunate is, yes, I want to win the division. I'm a winner. That's what I know is winning. But I don't want. No, I'm saying me personally, not.
Oh, okay. I was
me,
like,
me. I'm a winner. Like I said, if you want me to go get the rings, I'll show you the rings again. I'm a winner. Me personally, I'm a winner. But I don't want them to have any reason to bring Arthur Smith back next year. Right? Where it's like you can look to this year and be like, oh, see, we won the division. He's not a bad coach. Like, no, yeah, he is.
Don't let y'all go on a winning streak and y'all win it. Oh my god.
We're literally game out of first place right now. We come off the bye week, we play the Saints. We beat the Saints, we're in first place.
Yeah, we can see the chat, Gina.
Yeah, we see you, Gina. But that's the thing.
You're not really saying that, Gina. Just keeping it a buck.
If you see that, though, you see the Falcons are in first place.
And I thought you were coming back.
Right. But it's just like all of a sudden, like, yeah, if you see the Falcons are in first place, it's like, oh no, he must be
that Taco Bell again.
No, that's not the case.
So you really don't think that he has a chance to get fired? Like, you really think he's back next season?
From the articles and the quotes and comments that I've seen, yes, I do think he's going to be back.
Okay.
Next year?
Even next year. It has to be. It has to be like a sure like crap storm for him to get fired before next year.
I think he's going to lose.
From what I've seen,
I think he's going to lose the locker room, and then they're going to force him out after the season's over.
I think he already is. I mean, again, the reason why I say that is I go back to last year. I think it was after we lost the Chargers game. They interviewed Grady in the locker room, and Grady had this quote. He was so frustrated. And Grady said, and I quote, so Mom, again, this is a quote. This is not me saying this. I'm quoting.
Yeah, what'd she say? What did he say?
No, Grady Jarrett said, same shit, different year. Like that was his quote in terms of just the disappointment and frustration. Anyway,
Rod is crazy. Rod is crazy.
I know. So the point being of like, people understood and saw the frustration that was going on. We don't need to keep egging this on. Like, if he ain't the guy, he ain't the guy. I've already said before, I don't think he's the guy. Now, obviously, I don't make the decisions, but hey, it is what it is.
Don't y'all go on a run.
But we'll see. Yeah.
We won't.
Don't y'all go on a run. Oh,
anyway, back to the initial whole topic of conversation about the rant, because I was talking about the Jaguars.
Oh my, go ahead. My bad.
Right.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That's how this all started. Again, like I said, it's just obviously when the Jaguars had some big wins that they had the travel part. That was a big part of it. Hey, Gina.
Marcus, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Uh-oh.
You came back for that? Like,
yeah. Now, peace.
Oh man. But yeah, like I would love to see
no fucking bubble guts.
That Taco Bell,
I didn't eat Taco Bell.
That Taco Hell, boy, it be putting their work on that stomach.
I learned my lesson.
Okay, that's good.
That girl missed 2 weeks off of Taco Hell, boy.
It was 1 week.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's just
what you get from Taco Bell? Oh my God.
I can't even do nothing. I get in trouble no matter what I do.
It was a crunch wrap.
She's the MVP tonight. She's the MVP.
Crunch wrap supreme.
My mom's always the MVP.
Yeah, it crunched in your stomach.
Shut up. That I don't want to relive it. Okay.
It was like that.
No, it wasn't that bad. I just had a bad stomach ache that day. Shut up.
Jaha ain't the only one that's such
we're live. We're live right now.
I mean, this for us. This is G-rated compared to when you normally take it over.
Like I said, Jaha ain't the only
certain things.
Jaha ain't the only one that touched Gina's guts.
Oh, whoa!
Wait, what? Hold up. Wait, I'm shutting this shit down. Hold up. Wait a minute. I ain't the only one. First of all, that sounds hella sus. That sounds like I ain't the only one. Sounds like you did. Number one. Number two, sounds like hella other people did. Okay.
Whoa,
and number three, this vessel is closed shut. All right. So mind your manners.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The fuck I look like? You about to get the fucking wrath.
Yo, I really got to get that ether beat. Like, you guys are like,
we got to get that beat.
Gina just went on one. Hey,
oh my God.
Respect.
I love you,
Gina. Hell nah.
I swear to God, I'm playing that part back. As soon as we finish this one, I'm playing that part back. Timestamp 1 minute, 1 hour, 19 minutes. Got it. He's like, hold up. Oh,
Steve.
Oh.
Gina is cooking.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Debbie. Evil Kermit's
Miss
right
Debbie
here.
came in.
Evil Kermit's
Miss
right
Debbie came in the chat. She's so. I had to put the fucking kibosh on that shit. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
No, sorry,
Gina,
Bob.
Well, Gina, now that
Or
you're
Bob's
back, I want to ask you
friend.
the same question too. Like, what
Gina,
are your thoughts about the Niners now?
Gina, put on the hoodie and go at it. Just do it. Go for it. Uh-oh.
I got you.
Kermit Gina. Here it goes. She about to give you that work. Pause.
Now hold on a goddamn minute. No, I'm just kidding. Don't catch me in the alley.
Oh my God.
Ooh, wee.
because I will punch your
Dang.
balls. That's about as tall as I am.
Oh,
I was kidding. Seriously, that's as tall as I am.
no.
Wow.
No.
You know, like fucking Bushwick Bill,
I
the
love
Ghetto
y'all,
Boys. Me and
man.
Ghetto Boys are trick or treating,
I really do.
Goddamn, homie.
falling little kids
My
with
mind
bags.
playing trick or treat.
I love y'all so
That's
much.
right.
I really do.
Miss Debbie, you got to catch the replay. You got to catch the replay.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
What was the
Jordan,
actual
take us out, man.
question?
Wrap us up.
Yeah.
I was asking people
How
what
did
they
you
thought
not
about
love
the
this show?
49ers.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Jordan, you might as well answer the question, man. Because, I mean, you've been on the roll tonight. Might as well.
Like I said, like again, it's just the Niners won against Jacksonville. Like it was good. It was a good win. It did not tell me anything more. Like it told me more about the Jaguars than it did tell me something about the Niners. As y'all know, I always had to hold the Niners to this high standard, right? They're supposed to be, as we always said, right? Super Bowl or bust. We've always said that this whole show. I thought that some of the big ones that the Jaguars had were flawed because they were in London. And again, if you're already in London, you make teams have to make that trip. Like that's kind of a big thing, a big deal. So I didn't think they were as good as people were trying to make them out to be. So again, it was one of those things of obviously like we know all the big changes, right? Chase Young was there, Steve Wilkes is on the sideline. So it's like, all right, well, if the 49ers don't look a certain way during this game, that says more about them. And like it's like, okay, well, you made all these changes. Now what are you gonna do? Like that, so that was the thing for like what I saw from the 49ers in that game, because remember, like, you know, shout out Ambry Thomas, made a great play, forcing that fumble, I believe, on Christian Kirk and things like that. That game was 1 or 2 plays away from actually being a kind of close game. So that being said, it was that told me more about Sam. I mean, you did points wise, but again, if Christian Kirk doesn't fumble right at like what was it, like the 8 or whatever it was, they're getting points. You know, there's just certain things here or there where that it makes it a different ball game. So yeah, like I said, I think that game told me more about Jacksonville than it did San Francisco.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, like that's your opinion, man.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna, argue about it. You're entitled to your opinion.
Oh, well, I mean, what did the win do for you then, Gina?
Well, I will tell you this, that I posted a clip on social media. And thank you, Miss Watkins. And actually, Ms. Debbie said, "What the fuck did I walk into?" So you might want to play that back, Ms. Deb. But yeah, I posted a clip, and it's on certain socials. We were talking about it, and came to realize on Monday that Steve Wilkes wasn't even the fucking problem. We just said it all along. Yeah, and it's just telling people to shut the fuck up. So basically, it didn't say anything about the Niners. It just reaffirmed that we are who we thought we were.
We almost did a Ken Dorsey, huh? They wanted to do a Ken Dorsey though, huh? Scapegoat him, huh?
Speaking of, I'm glad you said that, Rod. Can I bring up something real quick? Mina Kimes had this tweet about this. I want to find it because it was so spot on. So you talk obviously Ken Dorsey, the OC, former OC of the Buffalo Bills. Here were their numbers, right through week 10. The Bills were 3rd in DVOA, 1st in success rate, 3rd in EPA per play, 4th in QBR, 3rd in yards per play, 2nd and 3rd down conversion percentage, 3rd in red zone efficiency. But you gonna tell me that it? Oh my gosh!
Cut the show. I am about to choke over here. Pause.
Hey, yo!
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna throw up my
Oh.
Chipotle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
Help me.
Oh gosh. This
man.
is hilarious tonight. Oh,
Thank you,
this is
Kristen.
hilarious.
Oh, I can't.
Pterodome, I agree.
Oh,
Pterodome.
But yes,
facts.
Miss Watkins
I-
needs her
I
own
agree.
show.
oh.
No talent when I see it. I drop the link. Drop the link.
Hey, hey, Jordan. Does your mom have a webcam?
She might.
Shut up, Marcus.
Yeah.
She.
Maybe
I don't think she has one of those like right now, but at home, I think she does. She might.
Make it happen.
We might
Yeah.
have to. We might have to.
Yeah,
I'm
Mrs.
dying.
Watkins. Yeah, you might have to get a setup, Mrs. Watkins. I can
On
put you on. I can tell
location.
you everything. Yeah, I can tell you everything you need. Cause man,
Hey, can we bring her on as a guest?
Oh, we have
absolutely,
Oh, do it.
absolutely.
Run it.
to. Mom,
Run
can we do that?
it.
Mom, will you agree? Mom, will you agree? Pretty please, with sprinkles on top to hop on the show as a guest.
You said
Absolutely.
sprinkles.
Can we get Mrs. Debbie
Yes, Miss
in on that night when your
Yes.
mom gets on? That would be
Oh man.
the
Oh,
OGs.
yeah.
That would be perfect. I would love to
OGs.
just.
Please.
I would love to see Jordan sweat when we ask him certain questions with his mom being live. Cause I got 3 questions. I got just, you know how you got rocks that, that you throw at a glass house? Oh, I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them to throw.
Oh,
As soon as
man.
mom gets on
Oh,
live.
no.
Oh, and Miss Debbie said that works.
There you go. Run it.
Oh no.
Run it.
Oh no.
Run it.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Woo-wee.
No,
Book-
Christian.
book
My
it,
mom's
Gina.
not available. No,
Yeah.
my mom's
No,
not
yeah.
available.
Hey,
No,
good.
no,
I like
no.
that, Christian. Yeah.
No,
I like that
no.
idea.
My mom's not
I
available.
like that
Not
idea.
available. No, please, God,
Yeah.
no. No,
Yeah.
no. Jordan, no. She's unavailable that day.
What day? We didn't even say what day.
Exactly.
She's having surgery.
Oh,
Which
okay.
day? Which day?
Probably the day you're
that-
gonna pick.
Probably the day you're gonna pick.
I'm pretty sure because it's coming up. They haven't scheduled it yet, but I bet it's going to be the day that she's not good with public speaking.
Thanksgiving show, y'all.
Yeah, she's definitely not available. She'll be cooking. Guaranteed.
Day after.
She does
Day
all the
after.
cooking.
Day after.
Oh,
Oh,
she'll be
man.
exhausted. No,
It's Black Friday. She'll be out shopping.
Black
Yeah,
Friday.
you know.
no, she doesn't shop anymore.
Well, then she's available for the show. We'll see you then.
No, she'll be exhausted from all the cooking and cleaning.
Got it.
So she's not good with
Wait,
coming
hold
on.
on.
And
You
she'll
mean to tell
embarrass
me
me.
your mom? Hold on, Gina. You mean to tell me mom's got to cook everything and she got to clean? What the hell y'all gonna
No.
do?
No, I help her. I make the roast.
You
I
said
make
it.
the ham. She makes everything else. She makes the
Aha.
turkey. She makes the stuffing. She makes the raviolis. You know.
Well, Rod,
some-
remember, you're coming 3,000 miles and you still got to go pick Gina up. So it makes sense. I respect it.
Preach,
I understand,
preach,
you know.
preach,
Yeah.
preach,
Yeah.
Y'all see the comment.
preach.
Oh, she's locked in. Run it.
Oh,
Yeah, let me find him. Run
Oh
it.
my god.
Run it.
We need
But
top
my mom's
hat,
not
Miss
available.
Debbie.
Oh, I'm available.
We need top hat, Miss Debbie.
Yes.
Top
Yes,
hat, Miss Debbie.
definitely.
I need upper echelon Miss Debbie top hat with the sparkling helmet, Miss Debbie.
Yeah.
That Miss Debbie. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, and shout out to Miss Debbie. If y'all don't know, she makes bedazzled helmets, y'all. So check her out, hit her up.
Mhm.
Maybe she can hook you guys up on a custom one if you guys are in need of one. Trust me, she'll hook you up.
Let's mark this
So
on.
can we get me, Wise, Jordan, and Rod in one room?
Wait,
Hey,
pause.
yo.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
In the show.
Wait a minute. Oh, did it?
Hey.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
In the show.
I
In the
did
show. We're
not
done.
mean
We're
a
done.
room.
We're done. We're done.
Whoa. Yo.
I did not defend myself for 30 seconds.
Whoa.
Push a go.
Yo.
No.
Hey.
That'll be all, folks.
Together.
No. Stop it. Stop.
Don't even continue. Just let it be.
Help. Somebody help.
Oh,
Hey, man. Hey, y'all gotta relax, man. Gina, you gotta relax, Gina. You really gotta relax. You really gotta relax,
man.
Gina.
Trying to get a room.
Oh,
No, we know that's the whole point. We gotta stop.
whoa.
That was funny. Hit the
Wow.
Steve, hit the
Hit
outro.
that- hit the
I
outro.
agree, Steve. Hit the outro.
Just somebody hit it. Yeah,
Hit it.
please.
And on that note,
Somebody.
Hey, we
We out.
appreciate y'all coming in,
Yes.
Oh.
watching the show, pause, and everything. Hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We truly appreciate y'all for dealing with our ignorant asses on this show every week. But we truly appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, shout out to Dan. We miss him tonight. He definitely
Shout
missed
out, Dan. And
a
shout out
legendary
Unc.
show tonight. And Unc too. Hey, y'all missed a legendary
always-
show tonight.
we
Wow.
always
One
have
for the
great
books,
shows, man.
legit.
Damn.
Man. But hey, it's all good. Whew. We definitely appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, wow. I don't
Become
even
a
know what to say
Patreon
after
member.
that. Yeah.
Hit that like button. Love you guys.
You become a Patreon member, you might be invited to the room too. Pause. On that note, we'll holler at y'all.
I'm
Y'all
out
know
of here.
I'm ignorant.
I'm out of here. I'm so out of here.